学们，求你了。喜欢 UP 就关注吧，关注了就别取关，行不行 ？UP 很想破万。英语 UP 主、琵琶 UP 主、小提琴 UP 主 Plus 沙雕 UP 主。
Can you give us a kiss? Kiss.
A kiss?
Yes, give us. Not me.
1万了，我火了！妈妈，我出息了！妈妈，我火了！我有本事了！连麦下一位同学薄荷少女连麦。
My name is 薄荷少女。I'm from Liaoning. I want to ask you if you have any special skills to master a language.
To master a language, the most easiest thing is just practice. Practice is a thing you need to do daily to make sure you don't forget it.
Yes, and I'm also very curious about what foreign language English students learn.
For your GCSE, you can learn languages like Spanish, Italian, German, French, Latin, Russian, Chinese, and I think Japanese too. There's a lot of different languages you can.
And yes, and to learn English, I always watch some films, and I think there are some films that the accent of English in them are very beautiful. And can you recommend some this kind of film to me?
If you want to listen to like the British accent, like British English accent, you can watch things like Pride and Prejudice or like Downton Abbey. 连麦下一位同学 D2W.
How can I call you?
You can call me Emily. What's your name?
Okay, hi Emily. I'm Zhu.
So where do you come from?
Well, I come from Anhui province, and where are you now?
I am currently situated in England, Birmingham.
Actually, there is an incoming interview for me, so I need to make a self-introduction for about 3 or 4 minutes at that time. So I want to take exercise here.
Okay, carry on. Go.
Hi everyone, my name is Zhu, and I'm 25 years old. I come from Anhui province, and I'm very happy that I can be here to attend today's interview. Well, I got my bachelor diploma from Beijing University and majored in the transportation.
You need to work on fluency if you get my point. You're a bit crackly when it comes to more when joining things, the sentences together and with some of the words. The second one, I would say a little bit on pronunciation. Just a little bit, or just a few words I just couldn't get very clearly. 连麦下一位同学杨娃 K.
Hello. Do you remember me?
Yes, I remember you.
Thanks. Alright, today I want to talk about a cartoon I think that was good. I think lots of people have know it and seen it. It was called Ranking of Kings, 国王排名.
Oh, yeah. I haven't really watched it, to be honest, but I know a bit about it, so I'm not quite sure on it.
I like Cage best. I think it's lovely, but his mom was died by the sword. And Boogie's mom and dad were all died too. So at first, Cage is a lovely little shadow, but because he met people that was not good for his master. So at last, his master was died too.
Anything else?
Have you seen all of this cartoon?
No.
If you have time, you can search it on the internet and have a look. It was really good.
Alright, give it a go.
Thank you for
Is that all?
listening.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
困居城中村的约纳。
You can call me Nell. I'm from Sichuan province, but I suppose it should be Guangdong province. Like I always say, a left behind student. I was a left behind child when I was about 6, and after that I came to Guangdong and accept the compulsory education.
Oh, do you have a thing you want to talk about?
Yes, and I want to talk about job. So I heard that you are like 18 years ago. Okay. And now I'm a undergraduate student, and I was very anxious about like finding a job a few days ago, like my peer do.
So you could, it depends on you. Like, would you prefer the one with the higher salary, or would you prefer the one that you like better? Or so for you, do you prefer a place that you might find more comfortable over a place you get more money of? I can't decide for you.
So, do you believe is there any significance of staying abroad?
Going abroad is definitely a really good chance. You get to learn a lot of things, like you get to learn work experience, life experience. You get to learn about 跳跳糖味的麦丽素.
Hello, Emily. My name is August.
So, where'd you come from?
I come from Hubei. I want to talk about some things have happened recently. 3 days ago, I bought a lipstick, and it arrived yesterday. I feel so happy.
So, why do you like makeup?
It makes me feel confident.
Why do you not feel confident without the makeup?
No, I also feel confident, but I just like makeup, especially lipstick.
So, I heard you come from Hubei. So, what do you like anything about your Hubei?
Kinds of food.
So, what food do you
Like
have there?
All kinds of noodles.
So, what type of noodles do they have?
I don't know how to say with English. Just like rice noodles and hot dry noodles. 热干面.
So why do you like these noodles? Are they spicy? Are they sour? Are they?
Usually noodles are spicy in Hubei.
So then do you like steam?
And 馄饨. I don't know how to say 馄饨 in English.
Wontons.
Wontons. Maybe 辣条. How to say 辣条? Spicy sticks or spicy.
Well, my name is, you can call me Ionia.
Okay, so do you have a thing you want to talk about?
Yeah. I have been to your live room 2 months ago. At the time, I was still at UK, and I lived Harrow, in London, an area of London. So I was actually at the time I was studying at UCL, but now I graduated.
Oh.
So I returned to, yeah.
Where do you come from?
I'm come from Hubei province.
So so is there anything good about Hubei? Yeah.
Actually, I think everything is normal right now. But I think Shanghai's the situation in Shanghai is severe. It's much more severe than Hubei right now. I think Hubei, everyone's life come to normal, I think.
Okay.
So there's nothing special.
So what if I was, because I've never been to Hubei, so like if I were to go, what would you recommend me?
And I will recommend you to. Actually, there are too many, viewpoints and famous landscapes in Hubei.
神奇樱桃同学，连麦。
Last time I forgot to ask your name.
My name is Emily.
I had something unpleasant during my work. Actually, I met some bully in my workplace. The colleagues, they pretended to be very generous and kind, but they make their rules, their game rules, but it is very awful. Do you know? They make rules. They call it the company's rules, but they do not obey the rules. They only push the freshmen to obey that, and they are very harsh.
原来下一位同学 Matthew.
I'm Matthew.
Okay, so Matthew, where'd you come from?
I come from the most hardest of the epidemic. I come from Jilin. I want to talk about my life recently because I'm in kind of quarantine in the dormitory since the limitation of our movement. So we are limited in the dormitory, and we can only do all of the things in the dormitory, including having class online. And
so, do you have any hobbies?
My hobbies, I have various hobbies, like all kinds of sport, like basketball and badminton or something. I pretty enjoy that. And then playing the guitar is my favorite hobby.
So you're quite sporty.
So you can understand why I felt so bored during the quarantine, because I want to go outside and play balls with my friends.
画画 C. Hello, what's your name?
Yeah, thanks. Most of the time I go by Ivy. Yeah,
okay,
but sometimes
Ivy,
I also
where'd
use.
you come from?
Oh, I'm from Sichuan. I suddenly discovered that the TW, he was from the same university as I am. And another thing is, I also play the violin, but I've been learning it for quite a long time. But because our school orchestra, they need some viola player, so I just switched to viola. And sadly, I discovered that I can't play violin anymore. It's just not totally I can't play it. It's just I am not so sure about my tone anymore.
So I'm from Sichuan too. Yay! But like, yeah. So and do you have any hobbies?
Manning, I think. Eating hot pot, I guess.
So do you like pandas?
I think I just get used to it, because, yeah, though. Oh, do you know Bing Dun Dun?
Yeah.
Which is also a panda.
I know.
Yeah, and
I know, you know, right? So like my fans gave me this nickname called Dun Dun because they think I look like Bing Dun Dun.
Yeah.
Right? Alex, YZ, am I?
So I haven't seen you for a week. Do you still remember me?
I think.
As I've mentioned last time, that I've been already recommended, or rather speaking, like guaranteed into some comparatively prestigious universities in China, and I don't have to take the entrance examinations for colleges. So I'm faced with the trouble. Fudan University and Zhejiang University.
Oh, you're that guy. You're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah. So I'm faced with the choice of majors, and now but my majors are limited. Like I can only choose from all the language majors, because this is a language recommendation system. So basically I can choose English major, Japanese major, French, or German, all that stuff. So I just want to ask, do you have any knowledge about language majors, or do you have any favor of language majors? Will you choose language as a major in the future?
Yeah, in GCSE you choose like a language you do. Like definitely I would recommend like the best. Like I know that it's most wanted if you're able to speak English, French, or German, or like some of those European languages. But I personally find it very cool if you can speak Japanese. But that's my opinion.
九星可可丽连麦。
My name is Li. I'm from Jiangsu Province, Nanjing. Nanjing is a famous historical city in China. Nanjing has a lot of beautiful spots in the downtown. The most beautiful is actually Ming Great Wall, located in the fringe of the city. I want to know, in your senior high school, how many Chinese people? 有很多吗?
There's not too many, but it's not too bad. There's average like 2 every class, I guess. But like compared to how many Chinese people there are in Britain, there's a lot. So I heard you come from Nanjing. So, are there any like specialities there, like food?
Food is duck or 小笼包.
Would you ever think about coming to Sichuan? Because I'm from Sichuan.
Sichuan, I think the hot part is very popular. And the panda.
连麦下一位同学火总。
Just call me Lars. That's my English name.
So where'd you come from?
I come from Shandong province, but currently I go to college in Shenzhen. Well, now I'm not in Shenzhen, but I will go back in 12 days.
Okay, so do you have a thing you want to talk about?
Do you still go to campus, or just stay at home and using Zoom to have
because England is very much, ever since like last year winter, we've been going campus.
What about now? Are you stay at home all day and?
No, I still go to campus.
So I still want to ask if do you think it's reasonable to shut down school and go and have classes online?
For example, in China, it would be generally quite reasonable because China has a lot of people, and in order to stop COVID, shutting down schools would be a very reasonable move. But in England, there's not that many people. If you shut down the school just because of one COVID case, they would think it's quite extra. They would consider that you don't need to do that. You just need to make sure that they get better. So it depends how you look at it.
Billy 194684.
My name is Jessica. I'm come from Guangdong province, Dongguan. Actually, I'm a senior 3 student. I just learned that my first simulation results today. It's very bad, so I'm very sad. So, I just want to relax myself.
Can't be too bad.
Actually, I want to sing a song for you because I like singing songs.
Thank you. So what song is it?
How Far I Go. I've been staring at the edge of water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trend I track, every place I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I can go for this long to be. One day I'll know, if I go there, just telling how far I go. Okay, I finished.
Very good.
连麦下一位同学多多邓吧，是吧？
My name is Kate. I'm from Suzhou, Jiangsu province. I don't have much to talk. I just begin to work, and Suzhou is a completely strange city for me, so I don't have any friends here. So,
Where did you originally
and my
come from?
colleague, I natively come from Guangxi province.
Why did you move?
Because I think Suzhou has a very good environment, and you can feel very, very relaxed here. And the people here are very friendly, so I think it's a very suitable city for me.
What do you work as?
I work as a programmer.
Coding.
Work with computers.
I find that very cool because I'm very bad at computing.
You can learn if you are interested.
The most I can understand is I know you do this to do that, but why? Just why? How? So, do you have any hobbies?
No, I don't have many hobbies. I've watched many of your videos and the 直播 cut.
Isolated 后面看不着。
I'm Nora. You can call me Nora. I'm now in the city mentioned before undergoing quite severe coronavirus, Shanghai. I would like to ask some questions. Yeah, I'm really curious about what it was like about Mandarin class in your school, cause I have learned GCSE in Chinese international school, and so they're cause all of us are Chinese, so they just don't tell anything.
Because a lot of schools, including my school, doesn't do Chinese GCSE, doesn't do Chinese classes, so I have to take extra Chinese classes, and then they do the GCSE for me.
And what is in your arts class? I don't know if your arts class is from A level or GCSE.
A bit. I think it should be alike.
In the first year, I've learned art and design, and we're teachers just told us what to do to finish the school needs, and we had to draw one.
小能同学。
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm so nervous. Can I share my life?
Oh yeah.
In this week, I'm supposed to have a presentation, and it's a group project. And I was a new transfer student, so I was not familiar with the other 3 members of the group. So, 我好紧张，等一下。我要说啥？ So we didn't communicate too much about the presentation. So as a result, we were in a hurry to prepare the PPT on the morning. 我刚说啥了？我说 I have AP Physics and Chemistry exam next week. That's make me 焦虑怎么说？我不知道呀，不好意思。Anxious. And I also know that my English is not good. So I feel more panic for the next exam and presentation. That's all. Thank you. And I'm so happy. Here I can hear running. Not nice. Can you give us a kiss? Kiss.
A kiss?
Yes, give us. Not me.
原来下一位同学谢林丹推人是吗？
Hello. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Hanami. I'm come from Suzhou, but my mother is Chinese and my father is Japanese. So my name is.
I would totally learn Japanese just because I want to watch animes. Well, I want to, but I can't. Or do you have any hobbies?
Oh yes, I like playing the piano, and I've learned piano for about 12 years.
So you must be really good at piano.
Not that good, because my homework is really that. Oh my god, I'm nervous. It's my first time to do. Oh, I forgot to say that. Congratulations on reaching 10,000 followers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I have some questions too, because I'm
in 10th grade now, but I'm worried about my university because my study is not that good. So what subjects will you choose at the university?
So to be honest, I'm still unsure. I think I might do music or art.
I admire that. I like drawing, by the way. I like art too, but I don't have that choice to learn my favorite.
来下一位同学 Popping Sue. What's your name?
Hannah. You can call me Hannah. I live in Zhengzhou, and
Okay.
I'm having my gap year.
Oh,
I graduated from my university, and I will continue my study in British.
In Britain?
Yeah, I will study in UCL.
Okay. Why is everybody going to UCL? I thought everybody's going to the UCL at this point.
Well, I think, the world ranking of UCL is high, and also the location, I think, because it's in London.
Yes, that's true.
It's quite cool. Yeah, I want to talk about having gap year, because I graduated last year, and many of my classmates, they choose to continue their study without having gap year. But and even my parents, they didn't support me to have gap year. But I insisted. So here I am, and I want to know what do you think of having a gap year? Is that a good choice for us?
It depends on the person. Maybe this person thinks that a gap year isn't the good choice for them, and they want to immediately start studying again. But some people might think a gap year is for them, and they think that they've been under pressure for too long, and they want to have a calm, chill year before going into really hard studying again. So it depends on the person and the situation.
就先来买木同学。
My English name is Kelly. Nice to see you.
Okay, Kelly. So where do you come from?
I come from Fujian province. Do you know? In China. But now I'm studying in Hainan province. It's a small island.
So do you have a thing you want to talk about?
Yeah. Before that, I want to ask about the time difference, because I know that you are in England, right? So I want to know how do you deal with the time difference?
The time difference isn't too bad, to be honest.
I have been a long-time fan of you, since the last summer holiday.
Oh, thank you. That's so long.
Maybe I'm not a very old fan. Yeah.
Oh, that's old. Because I only started like last year spring, so that is a very old fan.
You must be very very kind and also generous, because that you can spare your time to create more opportunities for us to communicate